Dr. Noon, a scientist stationed on a space station, is conducting research to develop artificial hearts. She uses zero-gravity conditions to enhance cell growth. For the past 3 years, she has lived in space, maintaining daily hologram conversations with her husband, Nant, and their dog, Harvey. After years of dedication, she finally achieves success and prepares to return to Earth in 10 days. Tragically, an accident during her return leads to her death. Her body is preserved for 100 days, after which a Buddhist funeral is planned. Nant is devastated. 2 months have passed, but he struggles to cope with her loss. His mind often drifts to memories of their first meeting. Noon, a medical student, had visited an architecture faculty exhibition where Nant, a student at the time, showcased his designs. His professors dismissed his concept of creating traditional, homey designs for space habitats, but Noon found his ideas fascinating. She praised his work, and the two bonded, sparking the beginning of their relationship. Haunted by grief, Nant frequently replays memories of their time together. One night, he recalls their dog Harvey being cloned. This sparks an idea: what if Noon could be cloned too? He approaches their friend, Dr. V, who runs an animal cloning lab, and pleads for her help. Initially, V refuses, emphasizing that cloning humans is unethical. However, Nant persuades her by arguing that Noon's groundbreaking work with artificial hearts could greatly benefit humanity. V eventually agrees, recalling how Noon had once inspired her to follow her own dreams. To proceed, they need Noon's brain. Nant visits her family to seek their permission, but they refuse. They are religious and believe Noon is at peace and should not be disturbed. This frustrates Nant, who accuses them of letting faith cloud their judgment. Determined, he sneaks into the hospital by pulling the fire alarm during an evacuation. Heartbroken, Nant finds Noon's body and is overcome with emotion as he recalls their last conversation on Earth, where she had promised to return to him no matter what. Desperate, he removes her head and takes it to V. Though deeply unsettled, V agrees to move forward, unable to bear seeing Nant in such state. The first step in the cloning process involves manually verifying anomalies detected by the AI in Noon's preserved brain data. Everything seems to be progressing smoothly until they uncover something shocking. Nant is devastated and returns home, only to be arrested for tampering with Noon's body. Noon's father demands her remains back for cremation, but Nant refuses. As a result, he is sentenced to 3 years in prison. Upon his release, a man visits him and introduces himself as Noon. In a flashback, the truth unfolds. At 19, Noon expressed her desire to transition into a man. Her sister was the only one who supported her. Her mother stopped speaking to her, and her father pressured her emotionally to remain a girl. Feeling cornered, Noon gave in but was deeply unhappy. She avoided relationships, and her sister was surprised when she agreed to marry Nant. Noon later revealed she only married to escape her controlling household. Seeing this memory breaks Nant's heart, but V reassures him not to doubt Noon's love. The memory continues, and Noon explains further. Nant became her true home because he loved and understood her for who she was. With him, she felt safe and free to be herself. Nant recalled their first meeting, where Noon recognized his need to design homes for lonely people. Spotting police through his home's CCTV, he quickly called V, urging her to clone Noon as Noon truly wanted. He loves her and wants her to live the life she dreamed of. In the present, Noon's clone hugs Nant and asks if he can use Nant as his new name. Nant agrees, but his joy is bittersweet when Noon shares that the International Space Agency, ISA, has offered him a spot on a permanent lunar colonization program in exchange for creating a new identity. Noon thanks Nant for helping him become his true self and promises they'll stay in touch. Their farewell is emotional but filled with hope, as Nant is happy for Noon's new beginning. 5 years later, Nant is jogging with V when they see an interview of Noon now as Dr. Nant, who has advanced in organ printing. He is asked if he misses home. He quotes Nant, saying, "Home is where there is love and understanding." V and Nant wonder who might be in Noon's life now, but there's a lingering sadness about how the world still struggles to accept those who are different. It's clear they're still in touch with Noon, as Noon has printed a new arm for V. Meanwhile, at the space station, Noon prints a heart and gazes at Earth with a smile. On his desk, there's a photo of Harvey, Nant, and the space home design that started it all.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe and like for more videos like this.